I keep getting asked to film a nicotine update video on TikTok, so I was like, might as well film it on YouTube. I'm at a cafe, got my coffee, just finished up with a really hard Pilates class. It's raining, the weather's shitty, but I thought I'd do like a good, full, in-depth nicotine update. And to be honest with you, like my current situation, it's kind of up and down. I got into a really good habit of only having a few cigarettes a day, and then it just increases. Like for some reason, like my lung capacity can just take a lot of cigarettes. So I just get stuck in a loop of like smoking so much. I feel like I cannot live a decent life with smoking as well. I feel like it really interrupts the whole trajectory of my day. It makes me feel like shit. It makes my confidence so low that I just can't get my shit together in any other aspect because I'm smoking and it makes me feel so not confident. Last night I had a massive epiphany. I literally wrote it down in my notes because I was like, this is so rough. So I was watching The State of Origin with my family, and obviously my family smoked. Like everybody just fucking smokes, and that is no excuse for me to smoke. But I took it even further than that, and in my head it's like I'm such a terrible leader, such a terrible person, that I also enable everybody. Like I am also a massive part of the problem, and I don't think we realize how much. Let me take a sip of my latte. I don't think we realize how much your actions affect all the people around you when you do good things and when you do bad things. Like I feel like when I succeed in certain areas of my life where I'm trying a little bit harder, I notice that everyone in my life tries a bit harder in that regard. I just feel like it's such an immediate thing as well. I don't know why, but for some reason when I do things, I just feel like everybody kind of follows that as well. I guess that's like kind of into the theory where it's just like it's your world and everything reflects your world. Have you like heard of that? I feel like that's low-key kind of true. I hate the fact that I myself influence my family. Even if I wasn't the first person that started smoking, like it's not even about that. It's that I'm continuing to smoke, and it lets everyone else thinks that it's okay to smoke. Even my little siblings that don't smoke, I hate the fact that they're in an environment where it is really susceptible to like becoming a smoker because everybody does it around them, and it's just, you know, that's what's going to happen. I feel like that's what happened to me. People around me smoked when I was young, so when I grew up it was just like learned behavior, and it's really fucked up because this thing will just take over your life when smoking is like the pinnacle of everything, because that's what, for me anyways, that's what it becomes. Everything truly suffers, your day-to-day and the long term. Like the short-term effect of smoking scares the shit out of me. The long-term, I can't even fathom it. This time last year, I quit for a month, and the only way that I could quit for a month was I had to challenge myself to the extremes. I had to be having cold showers every day. I had to be like, you know, pushing myself so much at the gym, I was waking up at 4:45 in the morning, finishing books very quickly. I just had to be on like a different level to not smoke. I can't just be like normal and blah, 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 blah. But then again, right, all these things that I was doing, I was like swimming, going for walks a lot, reading. These are all things that are resting, like actually resting, not sitting there and smoking or scrolling on your phone or like something like that. That's not restful. That doesn't let your brain or your body relax. But doing the things that I did, that seemed high effort. It was just something that was like a bit extra, you know, to get up and go get the book or to put your shoes on and go for a walk. These things seem difficult, but they're actually a form of resting. So I really need to get my shit together when it comes into resting. I think that's something that's important. I'm also, something that also makes me want to take this way more seriously than I am taking it is the fact that I have PCOS. And with doing a little bit of research, I haven't done much research. I've like looked at Pinterest and saved a few pins, but I haven't actually researched the hormones and the impact on the body and the long-term impact and all those things like that. So I thought this is very important. This is a condition that I was diagnosed with. 1 in 20 women get diagnosed with this as well. Or I think 1 in 10 women in their 20s get diagnosed with this. I don't know. It's a really high statistic, and a lot of people struggle with this. And if you don't get this shit under control, if you can't manage this, literally the worst case scenario is endometrial cancer, which is so scary. I didn't realize the severity of my situation. But if you have PCOS or like the little bit of research that I've done, a lot of it is your diet and your lifestyle. If you don't want to get on medication, which I definitely did not and do not want to get on medication. I already self-medicate with nicotine. I don't need any other chemicals in my body. Like, that's what I'm trying to get away from. If you don't want to get on the pill, if you don't want to get on the progesterone pill that, you know, fixes your insulin and your testosterone and stuff like that, then you have to change your lifestyle. And one of the main things that they talk about is like your stress levels. Your stress levels is so important. And I feel like that's where resting comes into play. Like, all these things just seem like a puzzle that should fit together, but I'm just struggling to take the first step, really, or to make any kind of changes. My back really hurts from Pilates. I think smoking has become something that's so normalized, and everyone's just doing it. There's cigarette butts everywhere. Everybody's vaping. Vaping's the new, you know, craze. And also, I think younger children are also vaping. Like, cigarettes are like, it tastes bad, but vapes like, oh, blueberry, kiwi, blah, 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 you know, yummy flavored things. So that's like getting our youth into smoking. I don't think our youth are smoking more than usual, but I think it's way more attractive to smoke, more attractive than ever for younger people, which is scary. It's also something that I notice is like, I get excited and happy when I see a fellow smoker. When someone smokes around me, or I find out someone I know smokes, I'm like, oh my gosh, yay, like, because it enables me, which is really bad. And something I notice is that the most triggering thing is like a non-smoker, someone that just sits there and just doesn't need to smoke. I'm like, what is wrong with you? I want to be on your level. Like, so I feel like being a non-smoker myself, like becoming a non-smoker is very, it's very triggering to other people, which is what I want to be. I don't want to be an enabler. I don't want people to be like, she smokes, so it's okay that I smoke. I want it to be like, she doesn't smoke, so that makes me not want to smoke. I want to be more of a positive figure when it comes to smoking, not a bad influence. I don't want to be a bad influence. That's a big thing for me, because I have sisters, I have people that watch me on TikTok. I do not want to be a bad influence for anybody. Solution to these things is to throw myself into things that I like. My solution is a bit strange, but I need a fixation. I need something that I'm more addicted to than nicotine, something that I'm more excited about than nicotine, something that has, like, you know, more benefits and more things to it. And I think, like, being on YouTube and being on TikTok and posting regularly really helps me. It helps me a lot. So that's why I've been trying to get my shit together, but I actually can't. I have like 20 drafts on TikTok and I'm just really struggling to just post it. So I'm going to work on that today. I probably have like 3 YouTube videos to post, 20 TikToks to post, and I just haven't edited them, haven't posted them. So, you know, as obviously that's working, but it's very relaxing and something that I enjoy doing. So I definitely think that is something that will help me not smoke. Because also when I quit smoking for 30 days previously, I was posting about 7 TikToks a day. Every thought was just filmed and posted. So it helps me a lot. I'm not transitioning into this phase of my life, but I am just working so much constantly, and like, not for myself. Obviously Evie and I have our own business, but that has just been pushed to the side because I've just been working like 5 days, which is such a normal amount of days to work. Like, for a normal person, I'm just a lazy bitch. But 5 days, like, you know, full days working at the dentist, and then 3 nights working at the restaurant, and then Ibby and I have all our side things. And I made this like Google Calendar thing and put my sleep in and put my shifts in, and I think outside of that I have no time. And I would never say that. I'll never say I have no time. I have very limited time in between working and sleeping, but I don't give a fuck. That's no fucking excuse. Literally, that's no excuse for not showing up in other areas of my life. I think I'm pretty good with fitness because I make sure that I go to the gym, not consistently. It's not consistent, but it's at least 3 times a week. Like soccer training, soccer games. I've started doing Pilates. I'm subscribed to ClassPass, so I get like a certain amount of points, and then you can spend these points to go to classes. But to be honest with you, I think you can rock up to any Pilates class and they won't even ask questions. Every single time I go there, I'm like, hi, and they're like, hi. And then they just like, I walk in. I'm like, how do you know you don't know me? Like, you don't know my name, you don't know anything. Like, but so I really think someone should try that. I reckon you can get into a Pilates class and you don't even have to pay for it. So training, Ibby's and I's side hustle that obviously want to become our main hustle, our main source of income. Not like I'm working like a dog because all the workers at my work are on holiday. Usually I'm only working 2 or 3 days a week because it's an hour and a half away. So every day I'm traveling like an hour and a half to work, an hour and a half back. So I really have limited time. But no excuses. Like I said, we need to get our shit back together. I want to get back on my reading shit. I want to get back on my posting shit. I want to eat properly. Like my PCOS calls for a very strict diet, and not even strict, just a very healthy diet, to be honest with you. And I definitely want to get into that. Like the food that I bought today was it's a chicken, cheese, avocado ciabatta, which is not gluten-free, not dairy-free, not PCOS friendly at all. But I'm thinking I want to eat something, because yesterday I was like, I don't want to eat non-PCOS friendly food, so I didn't eat all day. So that doesn't work either. So yeah, you have to eat like 5 times a day with PCOS. Oh my gosh. There is no structure to my videos. That is hilarious. Anyways, so I want to start posting properly so that I can it's like a distraction or a hyperfixation that is not smoking. That's what I need. But yes, so I was posting daily vlogs about 2 weeks ago, and fuck that shit. Why am I posting daily vlogs? I just told you what my schedule's like. Daily vlogs are not it, but weekly videos is what you can expect. I have a big family. I have a husband. I have lots of interesting things happening. We're always doing fun things, and we all love being filmed as well. So get ready for some good ass content. Okay. I'm really excited. If you have any questions, or if you also struggle with your nicotine addiction, smoking addiction, please, this is my testimony. I don't know if that's the correct word. I keep using that word wrong. About a year and a half ago, I was like 10 kilos lighter, smoking 20 cigarettes a day and 8 espressos a day. That was my diet. It's called a tradie diet. Someone called it a tradie diet, but like nicotine, caffeine, that's it. Bare food, no food at all. And that was my life. I was very depressed, and I was in this stage where I was like, smoking was running my whole day for months, and it was so hard to get out of. And now I don't have much time for that. Like, I smoke literally any time that I can. Any time that I have free time, I will have a cigarette. But my hours are way too much for me to smoke like that. So I am very happy that I'm able to live like a normal life, and I can function now. But before, my addiction was so strong that I literally could not function. I told myself, if I can't get my shit together, I'm going to rehab. I'm going to the doctor. I'm doing something very serious, because pull yourself together. Do you know what I'm saying? Thank God I pulled myself together, but it's still not where I want to be, but it is progress. I think even though it's been a year, and over a year, I still definitely do not smoke a packet of cigarettes a day, thank God, which is really good. I'm very proud of that. So, even if you struggle to that extent, I hope that I can be some kind of hope for you, even though I'm not there yet where I want to be. It's possible. That's all I got for you today, okay? Hope that was a sufficient nicotine update. That's all I have to say, really. Yes, hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, if you have any comments on your nicotine addiction, or if you have any advice for me or anything specific that you want to see me do, let me know. Comment it down below. I'm so excited to be posting on YouTube properly, filming on my new camera. But that's all for me. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. And what kind of advice can I give you for the day? That's a good idea. I should do at the end of my videos some advice for the day. Well, I would actually like to say, my husband says this to me all the time. He says, try your best. And if you're trying your best, then what can you say? You can't say anything. You're trying your best. You know what I mean? So today, make sure that you're trying your best in at least a few aspects of your life, whether it's eating, your fitness, your screen time, your the cleanliness of your house, little errands that you need to do, things that you've been putting off. Put some effort into aspects of your life and try your best. Thanks so much. It's been Marissa's iPhone. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week.